met most everybody in this room, but again, I'm Kara Wetzel, and just wanted to come and do a quick presentation on some tips for writing for the web. In the redesign of your website, the design is really important. We want people to be able to identify, have it look nice, and work with the school, but really, everyone is coming for the content. So that is the most important part. And there are some key differences in website content versus print content. So we'll touch on that. And I think in the end, I hope what everyone walks away with is that writing for the web is actually, I think, a little bit easier than a lot of other mediums because people really don't want any fluff. They just want the information quick and easy. So we'll go through some tips on how to get there, and at the end, if there's any questions, we can walk through them. But I think it's pretty straightforward. Here's the agenda for today. Obviously, the importance of the content, but the tips, and then I put in some SEO tips. Although Smith Brothers is going to take the responsibility of writing the metadata. I'll just walk through what it is so you have an idea when you're writing the copy about how you can do a couple of tricks here and there to just naturally up your rankings with your search engines in your copy. And then, of course, the formatting and delivery and any questions at the end. Okay, the number one objective in the redesign of the website really was to target prospective students. So there are the number one audience that we're going for, but there's definitely other audiences that we want to reach out to. And with that, using the website content to allow them to get the information that they want is pretty key. So there's a couple of things that we want to keep in mind when we're writing for the audience feasibility. And one is just the tone of the different audiences. You have internal audiences, which are going to be your current students and faculty, as well as your external audiences, prospective students, parents, alumni, and community. And each one of them will have a little bit of a different tone. Your parents, they're looking for the information straightforward, but they also want some sense of security. Your prospective students, they're looking for lifestyle information and so forth. So we just want to make sure that we tailor that appropriately. Using intuitive hyperlinks, and I know that we met with a lot of people in this room during the discovery sessions, but using the hyperlinks in your content is a great way to keep the content short and brief on the page, yet still get all of the information out to the people that you want to. And when I say intuitive, it means you can have numerous clicks on your page, but they just need to be intuitive. So the user is going to look in a certain place to get someplace, and they always know that the contact us is in the bottom. So we just want to be intuitive with the clicking through to other content. Incorporate a template structure to organize the content. So with that, when we do the websites, we have different templates for the pages. And how we separate the content is the primary content will be the main body content. If you looked at a blank template, you would see a much larger blank space in the middle. And some templates don't even have the other columns added for the supplemental content. So with that, we just want to make sure that we're writing to the correct template and using the template to organize the content appropriately. And we'll get to this in the end, but Smith Brothers will deliver a content migration plan, and in that content migration plan will be a list of every page on the site and who's writing what page, and then also we'll recommend the template, and we will also recommend that supplemental content to go there. So that's a little bit more at the end. I'll explain that, but using the templates is definitely an easy way to organize the content. And then maximize the readability. We'll get into that in a little bit, but using bullet points, keeping your sentences short and sweet, other tips like that will definitely help with the audience usability. The content manageability. So with this, and I think every university goes through this, but the university is going to grow, programs will change, programs will be added, they'll be deleted. So we want to make sure that where we're starting with the redesign is in a place where, as the university changes, the website is easily changing with it. And so we'll have a back-end content management system, which is actually your existing one. But the front end needs to be organized so that the copy is really easy to grow. Sharing content is definitely key. You don't want to have to update it in 5 different places. So if you update it once and it's shared, then that's a quick way to do that. Structure the pages logically, and naming the files and images properly, meaning calling them really what they are instead of image 1, 2, 3. So when you're going and you're trying to sort through what's old and what's not old, you can easily see that professor has moved on, this building has changed, we have new images, just by looking at the name.